Is it coming through now?
Yeah, it's coming through now. Okay.
It is now.
All right. We got it. Thank you, Brandy. We had some technical difficulties, but we're good. We love this man. We love this man right here. Hey, it wouldn't be a UNA event without some problem solving. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in to our first ever crew battle in 2 years. Oh, my gosh.
To recap what you could not hear us saying earlier, unless you're able to read lips, this is our first collegiate crew battle in 2 years versus Hendrix College over in Arkansas.
Conway, Arkansas.
Conway,
yes.
Arkansas. My name, I'm going to be one of your commenters' name. My name is Legacy or Reed.
I'm Deester or Henry.
And we're going to be going over this match for you today, Mel. Before we really get into what's at stake and the players here and with the kind of the legacy of what's happening, we have actually a interview that our president of UNAG did with the number one player here and the number one player in state named Mirage. So we're going to get that pulled up real quick so we can show that to you guys really fast.
So we're sitting down with Mirage, the GOAT of the Smash team, the Sephiroth main himself. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident, and I'm excited.
So let's hear about this summer. What steps did you take this summer to help you improve so much?
The main steps that I took were improving the ways that I was focusing, and understanding the right ways to prioritize the time that you're spending. And I tried to adopt a mindset that would allow me to understand everything that would go wrong and made my focus being adapting to each situation like it was a question. And from there, I built from it.
So what's your experience with crew battles, specifically online crew battles?
A long time ago, I used to do online crew battles for fun, and I enjoyed them then. I understand what my game plan should be during them, and I understand how to spectate them and create game plans for a team. However, it has been a fair while since my last crew battle. The last crew I played in was the ranked 1 team in the SCS called Full Swing, which had a handful of the world's best players on it. And that was certainly a learning experience because I realized that a lot of people treat crews as a much different formula as opposed to just different game plans. They treat it as an entirely different meta, entirely different concept. And I think it's going to be interesting seeing how that applies to the environment that we'll see tonight.
So speaking of tonight, what emotions are you feeling going into tonight?
Well, I am confident, but I am also nervous because I'm not the type of person to actively practice online. And the delay and the difference in performance that comes from online versus offline competing is very different and very real, especially in a frame-tight type of game. So I'm curious to see if we'll all be able to adjust to it comfortably. But I would say I'm not too nervous about who we're playing against. I'm not too nervous about the performance of our own team. I'm mostly just nervous to see how well they adjust to what they're given.
So we've all heard about Mirage all over the summer, all this fall, but what other names are on this team today that we can expect to see some show-stopping performance from?
So the main ones that I expect good performance from would be Frog, our Donkey Kong player, and potentially Deester, our K-Rool player. Both of them are the type of players that go for hard reads, that pay attention to your habits and come out with something that you're not ready for in the most crucial moments. And they're the type of people that I think if people aren't ready for, it'll be a really rude awakening.
So what kind of prep has went into this?
To prepare ourselves for a crew battle, we've kind of decided what our lineup should be. We've talked about the most important factors like counter-picking, who should be leading, what our anchor should be, and coming up with an idea like that required a fair amount of discourse and discussion to figure out what we should be doing. But ultimately, through enough conversation, I feel as though our team has come up with a confident game plan.
So what can the fans expect to see from the crew this year?
I think that the main thing that you'll be seeing from the crew is very rapid rates of improvement. You're going to watch one match and you'll think not much of it. You'll be like, all right, these guys are pretty good. Then you'll check back in 2 weeks later and be like, wow, these guys are getting really good. These types of players are the ones that want to learn and want to prove themselves that they can be better. And I've witnessed it over the summer. I've witnessed it happen recently, and I know for a fact that these players will apply themselves and they'll give on a performance more than what you would expect.
All right, lastly, anything else to say to all your glorious fans out there?
Just thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting, and wish us luck today.
All right, that has been Mirage. Good luck tonight on your scrimmage against Hendrix. We all know you're going to kill it. Lastly, I just want to say Roar Lions, and we'll be back with more coverage of UNA Esports right here on youtube.com/UNA Esports.
There you have it, folks. Our very own pre-game interview from our number one player, Mirage. Very, very excited to see how all these players perform tonight. So real quick, before we hop into everything, I want to go over the players that we have tonight. No one specific. I don't know what the lineup they have going on tonight. I don't know what order everyone's going in. But the players that are going to be competing tonight are going to be Mirage, our Sephiroth main, Frog, our local DK, and honestly, our local random main at that.
Yeah, those are the two that he definitely pointed out. I mean, he pointed out Frog. He obviously pointed out me, of course.
You, the local
also, another player who I want to give a big shout out to in terms of who I think could bring a very good performance. I think Huevos. The Yoshi player. We got a lot of very volatile characters that we've got, which are pretty good in a crew battle format because you need to be able to just turn things on a dime. You need a good clutch factor, but having a character like or a player like Huevos who plays a character like Yoshi, who is very well rounded, very good normals, can just is good in pretty much no matter what situation you can throw him in. Is going to be very invaluable for this match. I think he's going to be that the glue that kind of holds us together.
Absolutely.
In a way.
Another player spotlight that I want to speak on that Mirage did not speak on in the interview is going to be Zandom, our local DDD and Meta Knight main. Zandom is I personally room with the guy. I got to be able to bias here. Probably some of the best ledge trapping I've ever had to try and get up from ever. Great use of Gordo. Great use of just keeping you off stage. Great use of keeping that pressure on you. You don't ever feel like you have a moment to breathe with him, and I'm very excited to see the potential that all these players bring to the table and how they all bounce off each other coming into the scrimmage happening tonight.
Yes, absolutely. So I think that's what our lineup is looking like for tonight. Of course, as the season goes on, as we actually start our season, it's pretty much just like a practice match. But as we start our actual season, you'll be able to see more and more players, more people, more familiar names, maybe some more new names, some more out-of-state names. We got a lot of players from Corinth.
Yes.
Going into this year, so it's gonna be fun. You're gonna learn a lot of games. You're gonna learn a lot of names today. You're gonna learn a lot of names in the future. But right now, we are focused on Hendrix and getting that dub.
Now, I haven't done my. I'll be honest. I didn't do my research. I know Hendrix has one really good, a pretty good banjo. I think banjo player.
Arkansas,
yes.
A pretty noteworthy banjo player. Definitely one of the best banjo players in North America right now. Even in Alabama, we have our own banjo player, Cool K. Very good. So I'm not worried about that, just because I know Mirage and Cool K have played.
They've got a lot of experience.
And so he's got that banjo experience. Banjo's just one of those characters where you don't see him much in the meta. You don't see him much at all. He's more of just like a counter pick, catch you off guard type of character. So I'm not worried about that. And if that's our benchmark, then I think we're in a pretty good
position. I think I'm looking forward to seeing how everyone performs and plays. Like you were saying, the banjo experience, Mirage and Cool K playing constantly. Cool K is only a year younger than Mirage.
Something like that. Yeah, he is surprisingly young.
They've been going through all these high school tournaments, going to playing together, just constantly Mirage kind of battling that banjo matchup experience, which I feel a lot of people don't actually have because there's 50 players that play banjo. Yeah. Over exaggerating, obviously, but it's not a common character you see, so I'm excited to see how they all adapt to this. We only have about, I think it was 6, it starts at 8:40 or 8:45.
I thought it was 8:30, but it's 8:34 right now, but it seems that in a few minutes we will be starting on our crew battle. Thank you so much for tuning into our pre-show.
Absolutely.
I don't know if we've got anything else.
I have nothing
prepared.
else until I don't have anything else prepared until the matches begin. I can see on the monitor right now we are currently in the arena. At least our side is in the arena waiting on Hendrix to join in. So it shouldn't be too much longer until we're back spectating the match, watching, commentating all of it. You guys stay tuned. We're going to be back in just a couple minutes to be able to go over and commentate and hopefully give you guys a great experience as you watch both teams play their hardest. Welcome back, everybody. We are sitting here. We're about to just get in. They just did their stage bans. I think we're just waiting on Hendrix to step into the arena, and there we are.
Yeah, there we are. They are both in the ring right now, and I am just now noticing the score bug is
not right.
Not accurate. Let me go ahead and fix that real quick for y'all. Hang on just 1 second.
All right, so over here, I know we're starting off with Xana versus King Diddy versus Inkling here. I don't know which one of their players plays Inkling. But it looks like we're using Xana as our opening move here.
Yeah, definitely really good to have a heavyweight come out and start. You know, you kind of getting a feel for the opponent right here with a character like DED. You know, has a pretty linear game plan. You gotta know if they're kind of knowers. You know, if they really know how to defeat the giant penguin. And you see right here Xandom immediately jumping out to the standard DDD ledge trapping.
And you'll notice how Xandom throws out Gordo really. I mean, every DD throws out Gordo earlier in the match, but Xandom does such a good job of utilizing and really learning from how his opponent reacts to Gordo.
Yeah.
And he'll start using it in ways that kind of mixes you up.
Yeah, absolutely. I also don't know if we ever said anything like this, but this is a 4v4 best of 3 in a crew battle. So we'll have teams of 4 in, and you know, it's whoever can win more crew battles. And you see inhaling into the alley-oop into the Gordo and finishing it off with the 4 there. Holy cow, what a great play to start it out for Xandom.
What a great stream from Xandom there, taking out that first stock from the Hendrix player. And now at this point, stay alive, get those last stocks. King Diddy, fat body, gonna live for a long time. And as Inkling, I don't know how many super big kill options you have against King Diddy.
Yeah, you know, Inkling, one of those characters who just has a really hard time killing. You're pretty much banking on getting the roller most of the time. And you see going for the roller right there, not going to work out. And now Xandom being able to capitalize on struggling, being able to kill against a character like Inkling. Or against a character like DDD, excuse me.
Xandom, again, oh my gosh. Sucking in, spinning out the Gordo, gonna take out that second stock there. Send at 112 on his third. It's entirely possible we might. I don't want to commentator's curse here. But like I was saying, DDD, hard to kill, big body. We might see a 3-stock here.
Yeah,
Xandom, grab.
Xandom off to such a hot start. You see him bringing on the pressure too with the Gordo constantly. No ink, by the way, for the Hendrix player right now, for the Inkling. He's bringing on the pressure, making sure that you can't get that ink back. There it is right there, but already getting 50% off of that, and that was huge. Just he knows the game plan. I don't even know an Inkling player that Xandom plays against. He's playing like he knows this matchup. This is very well played by Xandom so far.
Xandom using that classic DDD ledge trapping. And like I was saying earlier before we got started, Xandom, an outstanding ledge trapper. Ooh, sorry, I hitched my breath in my throat there. I didn't know what was about to happen. Looking for it, doesn't get it there. The Hendrix player kind of running away, maybe trying to get that ink back and not getting a lot of time to. Xandom doing a great job of closing the distance, being like, I don't want you to have that main resource you need.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the one time that you get DD on the ledge right there, not able to capitalize. There's an up tilt capitalizing on that roll.
Another Gordo, no jump for the Hendrix player here.
And that's so good. Rolling off the ledge and Xandom able to capitalize. What a hot start for Xandom and UNA right now. Immediately coming out to a 3-stock lead.
We'll have to see, and that's what we were saying about having a heavy character be your starting player there. It's so hard to kill. I wonder what Hendrix's reaction is going to be. Maybe they're going to throw in someone with a little bit better kill power, not an Inkling player. Maybe we're going to see someone who just gets a lot harder, gets a lot easier time killing those bigger bodies.
Yeah, absolutely. If you don't mind scooting over a little bit for me. You know, this man's always hogging up all the attention. Get me in here. I'm helping running stream.
He's not only my co-commentator, he's also the person running all the transitions and all the stuff you see going on behind the scenes here. So very thankful to D-Ster right here for helping everyone out.
Thank you. Thank you for this man who's got no itinerary right here, making sure that I don't stray off course. Because Lord knows I haven't taken my meds today. So,
Brandy, the president was going over it, and I was sitting there, and I was like, and then it immediately just all left my brain the second.
Yeah,
and
now, we're doing great right now. We're looking really good. I mean, obviously Xandom cleaning up there. That is such a really good performance. You see why we put him in there first.
Absolutely.
Sending him out again, feeling out the opponent, making sure that they trying to see how they can adapt to a matchup. And you saw right there a lot of exploitable mistakes that Hendrix was going for, and Xandom able to punish them right away. You know, that's the type of talent that we've got here at UNA.
Insane adaptability from Xandom there. I mean, noticing, like I was saying earlier at the very beginning of the match, just most DDs do it, but he was throwing out Gordo, looking for the ways that the Hendrix player reacted to Gordo. And then as you saw there, capitalizing on it. Especially in that last stock, I saw it a lot. Getting so many nice little easy bake, 1-hit, 2-hit combos off of Gordo. Like Gordo forward air, just real quick, knew exactly how the Hendrix player was going to react and was able to capitalize on the moment there based on his based on the previous stocks of analyzing and watching how they did things.
Yeah, so, and just judging from how that went, maybe it's like an instance where Hendrix sends out their weakest link first. But judging from how that went, you got to wonder. We've been seeing so much Mirage here. Everyone's talking about Mirage here for our crew battle. Are we even going to be able to see him today? Are we going to see him at all?
We have a crazy lineup. All of our players here, insanely good. All of them made our locals PR here.
Yes, last season.
So at least top 5 at the minimum.
It's
Zandam was 5.
Yeah,
and then Surge would have been 4. Frog would have been 3.
3, yes.
Mirage technically didn't.
Actually, yeah, I don't think he did actually.
But definitely would have.
He would have.
Definitely
he was
would
in
have.
Tennessee for this summer,
Yeah.
so
definitely would have made PR here. Probably would have been number 1 or number 2, right or above our last number 1 seed here. So yeah, I mean, all of the players that we have on here were top 5 in our scene. Like we said, we're talking about Mirage. I'll talk about it again. Number 1 in state.
Or what?
I believe.
Speculated to be number 1. Speculated to be number 1. Nothing's confirmed,
Apologize,
but it is looking that way. It's a lot of people are saying it. We don't know if it's confirmed, but now that's what a lot of people are thinking. Anyway, that is the expectation riding for Mirage right now, and I think we are just about ready to start back up on this next phase of the match.
Going into match 2 here, Zandam facing off once again, keeping the 3 stocks they had, and we're going to see a Fox here.
So a hard counter pick here with the matchup, a very rushed down type of character. You've got the reflector for the Gordo, just being able to also just easily hit it back. A character that can kind of rival ledge trapping against DDD. Fox also very good at ledge trapping just with the frame data and the movement. You see players like Light use it so often. And you see right there, immediately going for the juggles with the up throw and the up air.
Putting on that shield pressure from ledge there. Zandam, almost not really getting back to center stage. The Fox player, the Hendrix player getting a nice little string there. Already doing a lot better than we saw in the last match. Gordo not connecting there. Up tilt not connecting there.
Yeah, that was actually a really nice angle. That was almost like a melee type of Firefox angle there. That was really well done by the Hendrix player. But, of course, Zandam hitting back in turn, trying to keep him on the ledge. That was a good job of using the down air, but that up tilt gonna take that stock.
Sorry, I saw something pop up that I wasn't expecting to pop up. Hendrix player looking to get a bit more damage here on Zandam. Hopefully trying to get that kill. Going to a stage with smaller blast zones, a small battlefield. Maybe trying to find that kill a bit earlier.
Yeah, that low ceiling especially. Low ceiling can definitely get kills early, especially with a character like Fox, who's going to use up air a good amount of the time and up smash as well. But not it. I'm going to eat my words. That's forward. That's the forward smash. They're killing off the side blast zone. Hendrix taking their first stock of the night.
Great rollback from the Hendrix player there, using Reflector there to bounce back Gordo, but great roll from the Hendrix player, getting right behind Zandam and hitting him with that. I mean, that looked like it was a quarter charge forward smash. Had plenty of time to do it and rips it, gets the kill from center stage. Now looking to try and build up a bit more percent on Zandam here. Zandam doing what honestly he does best, playing it out, waiting to see what happens, waiting for those reactions, trying to figure out how do I need to approach, how do I need to get into this.
Also, another thing that you got to keep in mind with this stage pick, obviously Hendrix with the stage pick, DD is going to have a harder time getting the ledge traps that he wants on PS2 just due to the fact that you get a lower view of the stage generally on for PS2. Like, you get less of below the ledge.
Yeah.
So, he's going to have to rely a little more on just intuition for those ledge traps instead of just reacting to where they're going to recover. That back air almost going to kill.
Forward tilt not connecting. Up tilt not connecting.
Yeah, both of them just really just looking for that final hit. Oh, and that was a good dash attack. Not going to be able to follow up, though. Again, that dash attack for Fox is so good.
It's so good. It sets up so much out of it. You can set up into a forward air drag down. You can set up into an up air. You can set up into like a reverse back air.
That was a really nice up smash from Hendrix there. Really nicely done to catch that get up off the ledge. Now Zandam off to his last stock of the crew battle, but maybe he's got something to say about it.
Gordo
gonna take that last one to Gordo off that ledge.
But to dead even here, Zandam looking for his second player kill of the night. Ooh. Gordo catching the rollback.
Yeah, Zandam's has taken
again?
5 stocks so far, almost
Oh
getting
my gosh.
a crazy read with the jet hammer.
My entire body tensed up watching that.
Again, this is what we were talking about earlier, or what Mirage was talking about in the interview. You know, those big reads, those are so crazy for crew battles. And oh my God.
From Zandam. They're using the suck and knowing that the Fox is going to reflect. Maybe going for it again? Hendrix
nice job.
There, yeah.
That was a good job using the down tilt, not going for the hard read with the up tilt.
Not dead
yet.
Up air.
That should be it. Zandam still cleaning up.
Zandam cleaning house
leaving
currently.
No crumbs.
Cleaning up house currently. Second player kill of the night. And Zandam's
that's 6 stocks, and he has lost 2. Zandam, we didn't. Mirage mentioned the wrong guys in that interview. This man is cleaning up right now.
Zandam has been on a hot streak recently with his play style, taking big upsets over people that he had not taken upsets over before.
Can we even call this an upset? This is dominant. This is like
this
is some Alabama Florida State type of stuff. That did not look like an upset.
This is more like Alabama UL Monroe. Zandam doing an insane. Let's go.
Yeah, you see our President Brandy. He's going crazy.
President Brandy going crazy back here.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, get back over here, Brandy. Let's get that energy. Come on.
Yeah.
You got him with the bat. You know he's out here taking names.
You picture Mike a little bit there.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we are excited.
Huh? Is that guy Mirage?
Yeah.
This might be Mirage, the DDD player.
Yeah, no, that's Mirage, yeah. Big disjoint.
Big disjoint. Yeah, you know what? Can jump multiple times, really big disjoint, side B projectile. This might be Sephiroth.
This might be Mirage. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Hey, we are here so excited tonight because, again, first for crew battle in 2 years. We skipped on it out last year. And then the year before, you know, it was just more of like a low-key thing. But we are not playing this year. We've got our best roster that we've had, I think, ever.
In a while.
It's got to be
It's got to be. Thinking about even when my freshman year, I think this is an absolutely better roster than what we had freshman year.
Again, we've got Zandam who, you know.
Cleaning house.
Yeah, he's cleaning house right now. This man is.
Eating good.
Yeah. Again, if we have everyone here for a 4v4, it's up in the air of whether that he even makes the starting roster.
I don't know.
Because we'd have Maddie, we have Huevos, we have Frog, and Mirage. That would debatably be our 4.
Our top 4.
And Zandam, you know, could maybe slot in for Maddie, but that's still. I mean, again, that's the fact that we're even debating it, and this man is cleaning.
House,
leaving no crumbs. Whole maid outfit, got the little feather duster and everything like that.
Making sure there's not a speck of dust left on the screen, huh?
None.
No.
Yeah, no, it's over. I gave this man too much experience. He's beaten me too much with that character. He has beaten me too much.
For those of you that don't know, our local K-Roll main here who is still currently here, and then last season we had another K-Roll main who was top 10 in Alabama. The K-Roll experience runs.
What?
Who's
Patterson?
The K-Roll experience
Who's Patterson?
Rampant.
I don't know Patterson. I don't know Patterson.
I don't know. Who's Patterson?
Who's Patterson?
Couldn't tell you. Not real, by the way. Not real. But as I was saying, K-Roll, there's a K-Roll pandemic here in the shoals. With this man last season, I think another K-Roll player came to this tournament last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, K-Roll's run rampant. We are quite familiar with that matchup here. We're quite experienced in it.
And even just in the state, too.
Even
you got
in the state, you got
Diff. You've got, so I'm sure there are a bunch of other ones. Shout out Tyson 1 from Huntsville. I haven't seen that man in like years, but I know he's out there. I know if you're watching out there, Tyson, come back.
There's some secret K-Roll.
We got you.
There's some secret K-Roll talent out there that we just haven't heard of yet, but I know that they'd come here. K-Roll everywhere. Crocodile pandemic, almost like we're living in Florida. Or is it alligators down there?
No, they got crocodiles.
It's crocodiles.
They got crocodiles.
Almost like we're living in Florida.
It's both. You don't know about the Yoink guy? He talks about him. He's in the Everglades.
Yoink.
And Xander about to yoink up this crocodile right here.
Let's see if we see a penguin pack up right now.
Oh, yeah.
Going down to the west one with style.
The flashy SD. This is the first time we've seen this, you know, in the crew battle. Obviously, since it's determined by stocks, you got to make sure everyone's ready. You got to throw away those stocks that you need to. UNA up 10-6 in terms of stocks, and it's going to be probably more after this match. I got so much faith in Xander right now.
Zandam having taken out already 2 players, UNAG looking at a really big I can't say what I was about to say. UNAG looking at a really large lead here. Hendrix having to climb a mountain a little bit just to get over it, trying to get back into the game. But like we were saying, plenty of Croc experience to go around here. It's something we're quite familiar with. And Sandom, as far as I'm aware, super comfortable with this matchup. Looking for the dash attack, doesn't get it.
He knows that he can go for that. K-Rool, not great on the ledge. He knows that he can go for that, still getting sucked up by the inhale as well. Also, another thing I'm noticing from this Hendrix player, using a lot of blunderbuss, a lot more than you would expect. But in this matchup, actually pretty good. You know, using Crown can definitely lead to your demise because, you know, obviously DD can suck it back up and send it back towards
Speaking
your
of Crown, where is it? Never mind. Found it. Have it back.
Almost getting him right there. Almost avenging that royalty, proving that I'm the real king here.
That is Battle of the Kings, isn't it? I didn't even think about that. Keeping the crown on him, maybe looking to hand it back. Gordo kind of keeping K-Rool nervous, being like, ooh, where did Crown?
I think he just threw it or something.
I think he just threw
that.
it. I missed him throwing it. Maybe I got it mixed up somewhere. Maybe I got lost.
Oh, there it is, right there.
Crown
Go
back on
get
the
it.
stage.
Go get it.
Not
There you go.
Maybe looking to throw it. Throws
There
it.
we go.
Have it back.
And
See ya.
royalty on royalty, hitting him with the crown. What's a king to a god? This is God Zandom. This is Zan God.
This is Zan God. Whoa.
Goes in
belly
Zan
armor.
God.
Belly armor looking cracked there for Zan. Inhaling the blunder.
No, he got those techs.
Spike.
He plays
Doesn't get it.
online too much. You can't hit him with that cheese. I know we mostly play online here. He knows that tech timing online. You can't hit him with that.
Nice spot dodge from Zandom there. Evading death even longer. K-Rool belly armor looking hurt.
Yo, yeah, it's looking. Yeah, it's looking pretty cracked right now. He's been able to heal it up, but he is looking not good right now.
Oh,
he's
Gordo
trying
again.
to reflect the Gordo. Gordo's usually not your best option to reflect. Usually you'd probably maybe want to get a reflected back blunderbuss.
Looking maybe, whoa.
Okay, yeah, now you see the Hendrix player, the K-Rool, really going for at a distance right now. He's kind of playing this matchup how you want to. At some point, you know, Zandam's going to have to suck up that crown. He does that against me too much. I use that crown too much. There it is. Bringing it right back to him. Almost getting something off of that.
Bang!
That is so huge. That is so huge, actually. Getting that stock right there at 183%.
Going
Zandom,
down.
Unfortunately, out. But
was that an 8 stock count that Zandom took?
8 stock count. I forgot to update the score. I was getting so into it.
Stock count from Zandom there. Oh my word. What a tear.
That is just absolutely insane right there. 9-4, looking like Alabama last year. But this is good for us, though, the University of North Alabama. Also, by the way, Lions supporting Lions. I think it's September 13th. We are playing Alabama in volleyball. We better show up. We better get our Lions here. I think it's here at Flowers Hall as well.
The 13th, that's Saturday, is it not?
I think it's Friday.
The 12th is Friday because.
Oh, maybe it is the 12th.
For nerd reasons,
when
the Demon Slayer movie comes out.
It's the 12th. It's the 12th, I think. But we are playing against Alabama in volleyball. If you're here in Florence, if you're here as a part of UNA, if you're here part of UNA esports.
If you're within 20 minutes of Florence, Alabama.
Make sure you go to that and support our own Lions here. That's a huge deal. We beat them last year. We apparently steamrolled them last year in Tuscaloosa as well.
Sleeping on the Lions.
So don't sleep on us, Lions.
Almost like we're in the jungle.
Yeah, again, don't sleep on us, Lions. Leo ain't dead. He ain't sleeping. He's living in all of us. We're all roaring. And that's what we're going to be doing on the 12th, supporting our Lions. So make sure you come out to that and you support us as well.
Absolutely. Speaking on what's coming up next in these next couple matches, we're going to see that K-Rool player back at it again versus I don't know who we're next, but I'm going to predict
Who's in?
Huevos.
We got Huevos, the K-Rool Slayer himself.
The K-Rool Slayer
This man
himself.
knows this matchup like the back of his
How
hand.
often do you play this man in our tournaments?
Enough for me to make it aware I hate it.
Yoshi K-Rool, I don't want to say it's evil, But I want to say the character Yoshi himself is an evil character, getting away with a lot, kind of. But Surge, or not, Huevo's taking a really good opportunity, using his opportunities well, knowing exactly what buttons to press when. As much as I hate losing to the guy, I gotta say he's pretty good.
He is.
He knows
what
he's doing.
I know a lot of people have talked about being like, oh, this guy wasn't as great when he first showed up. You play this man right now.
Play him right now.
It is night and day.
It is.
This man has improved
drastically
so
different.
much. This man, you just gotta see him play. He knows his
ball.
character. He's gotten so much better. He's a great TO, but don't sleep on him as a player.
Absolutely. I know a lot of people will be like, oh, it's the TO. They don't play that often. They're too busy running the tournament. Can't say the same for Huevos here. So we're going to see Yoshi, I imagine, playing out. I imagine we're going to see the Yoshi. I don't think we'll see one of his secondaries here. I don't know why we would see one of his secondaries here.
Yeah, Yoshi matches up so well against K-Roll. I don't know why you would.
So we're going to see Huevos only having to take one stock here.
Yeah.
To move on to the next player, their anchor player, someone that they think is able to anchor them down, hold them in place. So we're going to see probably this next upcoming match. I imagine that at least Huevos will take one stock here against the Carroll with the match experience that he has.
I don't want, no commentators.
No commentators.
Make sure knock on wood here, but make sure y'all hear that.
Make sure that gets known.
Yeah, we're knocking on wood, but feeling pretty good about this now. So after this, of course, as you said, they will have to bring in their anchor. I'd imagine we'll maybe be seeing some Arkansas as well. Definitely their most formidable player.
I don't think we're going to see him here.
Yeah, but I'd imagine that once they bring out the Arkansas, that's when we'll bring. Assuming Huevos doesn't knock him out, and he very well may, because don't sleep on that TO.
We'll see the Mirage.
We'll see that Mirage coming out as well. But here we are. We're not going to look ahead.
Moving in to the next round here, Yoshi versus K-Roll going on to Town and City. This was our pick, and I don't feel like I ever really see Huevos pick this stage.
You're giving K-Rool maybe some earlier kill power because, he's always wanting to kill off the side. But also, he likes killing off the side as well.
Loves going deep with that.
You got that back air. You've got the forward smash. You got the patented Huevos fair.
The patented Huevos fair. Going for it. Nice grab. Down throw. We're going to see
Oh, really patient there. Good job on getting that weight on the platform, even when it was moving. That's some really good commitment there from Surge.
Good job shielding the returning crown there, not allowing.
Okay, he wants that fair so bad. If you know this man, you know him for the fair. Oh my God!
Almost connecting to the cannonball there.
That almost got K-Rool Twitter clip number 565.
Well, again, we're seeing Huevos kind of play it out, keeping their space a bit better, using, like I was saying, great at adapting, great at knowing when to press those buttons in your face and knowing when to back off, so that way they can press buttons later.
Yeah, and again, for Surge right now, he just has to take this stock.
Doesn't get it. Egg.
Oh,
not going to do it. Egg, not going to do it. Up air, egg.
Up air, there it is. Surge taking that
Surge
stock.
taking that stock.
Upper blast zone doesn't matter. He is still going to take that stock on Town. Surge taking that stock. Even when he was at high percent, percent doesn't carry over. It's only stocks.
Yeah. So we're going to see a fresh 3-stock Yoshi here, and since we haven't seen him yet, I imagine we're about to. We're going to see a Arkansas.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe they rest Arkansas for this match, but I'd imagine we see him here. Even at such a dominant lead that we're having right now.
What is it? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I got you. I did not know what you were asking me to do.
I don't know what you were asking either.
Sorry about that. Yeah, we're trying to get something set up with Ethernets and everything here, trying to make sure everything's.
Yeah.
A what? Oh, their gold team is playing? Oh, I didn't know. I was playing. Cool.
So I think there's a new. Where did they say to thread it?
Back behind. Like, it needs to go over the monitors.
Hang on just 1 second, though. We'll throw it out to the crowd cam. We'll get to be able to see their great reaction as we're setting up for the gold cam. We'll be right back.
Ooh, sorry about that, you guys. We were trying to get some stuff set up for the goal team that we, I guess, just got decided here.
We just got a word here that we are doing an exhibition match against their gold team, but right now, we are up against a Game & Watch player, not the Banjo that we expected. Maybe just a sheer matchup counter pick. I don't know how experienced Surge is in this matchup, but I don't think this is great.
Demolution, I don't believe.
I guess so, yeah.
Maybe like the occasional one from like Frog.
Yeah, I'd imagine that this isn't a great matchup for Yoshi as well. If there's one character that can beat you out in frame data, if you're Yoshi, it's probably Game & Watch.
It's still trying to get these starts. Going for a big force mastery, not getting it there. Gonna see up throw up or down throw up B.
Yeah, this Game & Watch player knows all of the combos. Very familiar with this character that we're seeing.
Getting back to stage, using Egg very wisely there. Using him trying to be like, get away from ledge, I want to get back. And Surge continuing to use Egg just to try and like feel out the the Hendrix player here, and goes for
nice catch.
Fox melee type up smash there, going for that, getting the stock and closing it out.
That was a really nice catch on the up smash, but something that I'm noticing that's really interesting is this out of shield game for Huevos right now, not going for just the standard fair, or excuse me, the nair that you see so often, that you see people make fun of, but he's instead going for like back air. He's going for harder callouts, knowing how much that plays into crew battles.
We saw it there, a classic Surge, a classic Huevos combo there. I keep saying about her name. Classic Huevos combo there, going for that tech chase into the forward air. Almost gets it, but doesn't get it just yet. Both players dancing around the stage, trying to find the stray hit that they need to get that, to confirm what they need to confirm. The Hendrix player looking for a kill here out of 135 Yoshi, and Huevos looking just to rack up a little bit more percent to get into that comfortable kill range.
These two are pretty much having an up B off right now. Who can get the more up Bs? Calling out that hard landing with the down air. You know, he knows how often those Game & Watch players love to land with that down air. Hendrix down to their last stock, and it is not looking good for them. They need a miracle right now. This Game & Watch might have to turn into Mia himself if he wants a chance at this.
Sorry, I got caught up on air in my own throat there. Yeah, like you were saying, they need a little bit of a miracle here. They need to lock. Ooh, getting that tech chase, a classic Huevos move there. Loves those tech chases and always capitalizes so well off of them.
Also, another thing I noticed there is that Huevos using that jump armor from Yoshi. We don't see him utilize that often, but he used it right there, and there's that forward smash. He loves that forward smash. And just like how he loves that fair, too.
A slight bit of intangibility on Yoshi's forward smash there, and Huevos obviously knows that, using it to his advantage constantly. Gets that big hurt box disjoint with a little bit of intangibility frames.
You see the distance that Huevos is really playing with right now. You see him, he's always going back and throwing that egg. You know, he's playing with a lot of distance. That's kind of how he's doing this. He's playing very safe, very preserved, and that's how you're going to win here against Game & Watch, where if you go in and try to do that, he will whiff punish you.
Absolutely. Hendrix sitting at 105. Uh-oh.
Do it. Yes! Oh! No! That man took... No! He took all the names. He left nothing. He wrote all those names in that death note. And that is it. That is all she wrote. UNA taking it 8-0. Game 1.
Oh, wait, no, I forgot it's a best of 3.
It is a best of 3, yes, correct. But winning that first game in a dominant fashion, Huevos and Zandom, that's all we needed.
That's all. Huevos and Zandom cleaning up Alice here. So we're going to move on here to game 2 here in just a moment. But in the meantime,
I'll go ahead and throw it to you. You start waffling as I'm updating score.
Updating score? Yeah. So let's recap a little bit what happened, what we saw in these first couple games that we that we just played through for game 1. Speaking of which, let's start off from I'm going to talk about the dominant performance that we had at the very beginning from Zandom. Oh, my word.
Definitely. There are only 2 players that we can choose from for MVP, but he's definitely the MVP there.
Of game 1.
He was lights out. Just absolutely brutal domination right there.
Absolutely. I mean, taking out the first 3 stocks of the first. I mean, didn't lose a stock until what, game 2?
Yeah, it was absolutely ridiculous. You know, I think he took 6 stocks. Like,
I think he took 8.
I thought it was like 6 or 7, you know.
I don't even have a comeback for that one.
Not anything that you can say on stream.
Nothing I can say on stream. We will never hear from Deester again after this. I'm sorry to announce it. He made a 6-7 joke on stream, and that's just, uncalled for. But yeah, if I counted correctly, Zandom took 8 stocks out of 12.
Crazy, man. That's brutal.
Going into the third game.
Yeah, it was 9-4. Right.
It was 9-4. Going into the third game that he played, he was at if you look at it from like FPS terms, a 6.0 KD.
I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it's great.
6 kills with 2 deaths.
Okay.
Looking really positive. Just absolutely just steamrolling whatever came in front of him there, setting up a really good red carpet runway for the players behind. Well, the player that was behind him, which is going to be Huevos. Huevos, while maybe not going on as dominant a performance, if you look at the numbers at least of Zandom, still did an outstanding job closing out that game against K-Rule, not having lost a stock, and then getting going to their anchor, the Game & Watch player, which I don't think. Real quick, while you're back here, how was the Game & Watch Yoshi matchup? What is that favorable towards? I'd imagine Game & Watch.
If they play really conservative, then it's basically even. Slightly Game & Watch favor.
Slightly Game & Watch favor? Okay, yeah. So yeah, like we were kind of saying.
But the thing is, if the Game & Watch is too aggressive and which plays like every other Game & Watch, then Yoshi will have.
I just didn't know. I imagine Game & Watch with their insane frame data will be able to keep up with Yoshi scrapping. Yeah. So yeah. According to the local Yoshi player we have here, Game & Watch may be a little bit favored if playing a little bit more passive. But still overcoming that matchup, getting I'm not going to lie, a little bit of a saucy spike there at the very end, waiting on the egg to hatch.
Definitely a little bit of disrespect.
Bringing the nose down.
For sure. They felt that all the way in Conway. We're going to call that the Conway Crusher.
The Conway Crusher. They heard the oohs coming from all the way over here in Florence, Alabama.
Serge had that baseball bat primed, and he had that in his hand. He was ready for it. Bang!
We only got to see 2 of our players play for this first round for the first game. Taking the first round. I'd imagine, we're probably going to see the other 2 players that didn't get to play coming to this next one, which is going to be Frog, and then the one you heard from earlier, Mirage, the one we've been hyping up for forever now at this point, the one you've seen all over anything to do with UNAG Gaming. We're going to hopefully get to see him. Unless for some reason Frog just cleans house.
And you know what? He might as well. This man's a Wi-Fi warrior. He's a grinder.
Wi-Fi warrior, probably one of the best random players I've ever personally met. Just knows how to play every character except for like maybe 2. Yeah. And I don't even know which ones they are. Because he plays everybody else.
Take your pick about which characters he doesn't know.
Take a gamble. Take a little bit. Maybe
it better not be that DK, though, because that DK definitely his primary.
Absolutely
we'll see
disgusting.
If that's who he rolls with.
I feel like we're probably going to see the DK come out here. I've talked to Frog before about it, and he has told me that as much as he plays the other characters, DK will always be his number 1. DK will always be his best. He's just the most comfortable. It feels the most natural to him. So I imagine that's probably what we're going to see going in if Frog is the one to play. I doubt we're going to throw in a Zandom or Huevos immediately around just because they just got done playing at the bare minimum 2 matches each. Yeah. So I'm excited to see how both these players do. I imagine we're probably going to start off with. I imagine we'll probably start with Mirage.
Just really? Mirage is usually reserved as like a counter pick character.
That's fair.
So I don't think we'll ever start with Mirage at any point.
You don't think so? I don't know. I don't know if we would start with him here. Maybe just kind of getting I don't know if we're going to start with Mirage and then maybe throwing in a heavy later for that survivability on the second round of it. Because as much as I love Mirage, there's no guarantee he takes out 12 stocks. Yeah.
He very well might, but Sephiroth is a white character, doesn't really function that well in a crew battle format because of that one wing mechanic. It's just so finicky. So,
it is.
It's
there's stats for it online. There's like timings for it.
It's one of those things.
It's not real.
It's one of those things in Smash that are so needlessly complicated and are just entangled in so many weird variables that it's so hard to tell when you'll get it, when you won't, when you'll lose it. So,
like for instance, you can watch Sephiroth can be up the 3 stocks to 1, and Sephiroth will get it at 70% for some reason. Not needed. Doesn't need the comeback mechanic, but let's just give Sephiroth super armor because.
Yeah, why not? Why not? And why not go into this match, this game 2 of this set? And here we are. We're seeing Mirage immediately open out with the Byleth.
I was right. We're going to start off with Mirage. They're going to the Byleth Joker matchup. And now, Mirage knows this matchup unbelievably well. Played Joker himself has played multiple other Jokers like Moffin, has played my mid-level Joker that isn't even real. Like, stuff like that, just knows what Joker wants to do and knows how to get in on that, knows the weaknesses and knows his character really, really well. Going for something crazy there, like a little snipe off stage with the bow, but not getting it. Still sitting at only 8% on his first stock here. But Big Daddy Arsene coming out to play. The arrow not connecting, down arrow not connecting.
And I will say this, though, you know, Mirage really known for the Sephiroth. He's been working on this Byleth, though, about like maybe a month in the making. He really likes his character, even if it's not up to snuff, but you wouldn't know it so far. He's off to a hot start.
He was talking to me about the Byleth. He's talking to me about it several times. He was basically saying Byleth is a better Sephiroth, kind of.
Yeah, definitely a true statement.
Plays the exact same almost, and just
no way, that was oh my gosh, that was the only thing that the Hendrix player could do in that situation to live.
That would have lived.
He almost just deleted that stock.
My entire body tense up there. And one thing you gotta know, Mirage was saying it about other players, how they go for super hard reads and they go for super big plays. Mirage, it just comes naturally to him. I just see this guy go for the craziest things ever, stuff that I would never even think about, like seeing the vision for.
This man lives in the lab. This is what he does. He finds those weird things that you would never consider. And that's a pretty common thing, though. You might think that that's a pretty hard read, but that's just something that Byleth really likes doing, going for those up the edge guards.
And now the Hendrix player trying to close out this next stock, but Mirage only sitting at 41%. Joker sitting at 90, and Arsene is gone.
Yeah, we're on town. Not going to kill just yet, but looking at a pretty dangerous kill percent.
Mirage trying to find this kill, trying to get into it. Forward tilt not connecting, down tilt not connecting, forward tilt not connecting again. There it is.
There's the forward air.
There's the forward air.
Like a bit of a Leo-esque forward air right there. Just pretty low to the ground, using that just to cover the space right in front of you. You know, very traditional types of play right now that we're seeing from Mirage, but it is definitely working.
Seeing these combos here, 40%. I thought we were going to see a drop.
Almost a great. Oh man, just barely missing a timing there.
Punish.
He had it on a golden platter there. That was like golden scar 2-frame there, just not able to get it, unfortunately.
They're still getting those nestle nair chains. Nair.
That was almost a really. I love those combos that go from one side immediately to the other side. That stuff just like tickles my brain.
It feels so nice to
watch. And we just almost saw it right there. That's why we glazed this man endlessly.
So we're looking. The Hendrix player looking here, trying still to close out that first stock. Desperately sitting at 80%. Now we are on the last stock of the Joker player. And if you don't know about Joker's Arsene, it comes back unbelievably fast.
Uh-oh, and that's. Are we going to make this back? No, that's a good play from the Hendrix player right there. Taking that stock when you're seemingly on your last lease of life, just being able to take that stock right there is so huge for a crew battle. And also another thing I'm noticing from the Hendrix player is that how much they love to be on that ledge, especially against a character like Byleth, but not going to be on ledge to take that stock. Mirage taking it out, taking this first set of stocks, up 11-9.
Absolutely. And credit to the Hendrix player where credit is due, doing what they can for the team, taking out at least one of the stocks of Mirage there. Maybe giving the next player up a little bit of a better chance to kind of knock him out, being down a stock already.
Yeah, absolutely. That again, you know, it's very interesting to see that he's going Byleth here. You gotta wonder if it's like I
think it's a safe matchup thing.
Maybe, yeah.
We don't know really, I think, what Hendrix could pull out. And Sephiroth, like we were saying, dies at 60 off of some stray back air off stage. Dies super early. One wing is inconsistent for crew battles. A lot of characters just low profile, whatever Sephiroth throws out, unless it's down tilt or down smash. So maybe this is just a safer pick. And I'd argue that his Byleth is, I mean, if his Sephiroth is here, his Byleth is here.
Yeah.
It's about the same level. So really, he's not nerfing himself by picking this character at all.
Yeah.
I've had the honor of actually playing a lot of friendlies with Mirage recently in like either the game room or here at the facility, and I would honestly put his Byleth just at the same tier as Sephiroth. It's still an insane character.
I wouldn't go that far, but
I would almost do it.
That man has Sephiroth in his lifeblood. That's
true.
That man might be the one winged angel himself.
It might be.
I don't know any Final Fantasy VII lore, but isn't he like? He's like something to do with like the Earth, life of the Earth, or something like that.
I don't remember. I haven't played Final Fantasy in years.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that. Never mind. I was about to say something, but it was a little mean. I'm not gonna say it.
Fair enough. Well, Sephiroth is 6'1", And as much as we love, Mirage, Mans
That man's not 6'1".
5'8"
That man compensates.
ish. But we're gonna move on. I think we're getting to the stage picks now. But yeah, as a recap, basically, the Violet's coming out here. I think just a safer pick, bit of a heavier character, lives a bit longer, can still get those early kills just as easy, and absolutely, I think a safer pick from Mirage here, just trying to stay in it, keep those stocks as long as he can. So it looks like we're about to move on here to match number 2 between Violet.
And we're having a Violet Ditto here. Very interesting to see.
Very interesting choice here. You can't. Mirage maybe looking here to kind of be like, how dare you pick the same character as me? Who do you think you are? So we're going to see Mirage, of course, obviously take this first stock here, even up the scores.
Stay focused.
Taunt, and it looks like both players are ready. Getting in here to match number 2 in game 2 of the crew battle between Hendrix and UNA. Mirage having lost 1 stock in the last game, having to take it here, so already being at a slight disadvantage, but we're going to see how this plays out here. I actually know nothing about the Violet Ditto at all.
Yeah. Oh, and there's the TFK
getting
right
on Pokemon
now.
Violet. Apologies for that. We are on my account.
Yeah, but also
online.
TFK, what are you doing? What are you doing on Pokemon? You said that you couldn't be here because you had homework.
Exactly.
Why aren't you here?
Being on Pokemon Violet.
Bro.
Just at least play Silk Song or something, right?
True.
But,
Yeah, this man's been talking about Silk Song so much for the past, month and a half.
And it's on Pokemon
And the game
Violet.
comes out, and he's playing Pokemon. Okay, buddy. Anyway, back to the match.
Back to the match at hand here. This
We're
is not about
seeing-
TFK and his dodging status. This is about, good spot.
This is
dodge
the
from him.
Mirage show right now, and he is putting on quite the performance. But that's not to disparage Hendrix. Kind of on a bit of a roll right now on that ledge, but Mirage able to get out of it quite quickly.
Swapping stages like it's Pong. Nair into dash attack.
Oh, and what a snipe! Oh my gosh! Just again, you were bringing up first-person shooters earlier.
Part of UNAG put him on phase while we're at it. Beautiful snipe from Mirage there to close out that first stock. And we're gonna see here a little bit of the Mirage combo.
And and
maybe having ate the jump earlier in the string and not realizing it.
Maybe, or
that's
just,
all I can think.
Maybe just trying to get off the wall there, Michael Jackson style. But that man is not the Prince of, or the King of Pop. Excuse me, that's not the Prince of Pop.
Prince of Pop.
I don't know what I was thinking. I think I had just had Prince on the brain. Like I was gonna do some MJ Prince comparison. Maybe. But
missing the jab lock there. Still gets the. These Nair chains from Mirage here have gone insane. Absolutely, I mean just.
Oh, and then
bang.
the Nair did a fair.
That's
That is a tried and true, just domination.
The one stock difference didn't even matter.
The Hendrix tried to assert their dominance in a way in a Violet Ditto. Mirage not having any of it. This is his secondary, by the way.
This is a secondary, by the way, in case you didn't know. Huh?
And yeah. I forgot about that. He's a Sephiroth solo man. Yeah.
This is Ninja.
Whoa, who is Ninja
Kitty?
Kitty?
What? Who is Ninja
Whoa,
Kitty?
who is that?
Is my arena set to private? Is it set to a password?
Wait, what? Get them out of here.
Get them out of here. Who do you think
Who
you
do you
are?
think you are?
Who do you think you are?
Ethan, leave the arena. You missed your chance.
Is
Get out of here.
Does the arena have a password? Brawler?
Me Brawler.
Oh.
This man played against Juan Pork, the legend, yesterday.
And absolutely dog walked him at that.
I'm not even going to look at you for that. That
you
makes me mad.
love me, Henry.
I'm not even going to look.
You love me.
I'm not even going to look at you.
We're friends, and I promise I like this guy. He just plays K-Rool, and that makes me mad. I will say your Juan Pork was kind of cooking yesterday.
Oh, now you say that when I'm here. You say that.
I mean it with love. I mean it with love, Deester. I promise. So, yeah, Mirage there. Not having lost a stock, kind of just being like, who do you think you are picking the character I'm playing right now? Going on a little bit of a Zandom run, if you ask me.
Yeah, this man may not be Zandom, but he might be close. All I'm saying is Zandom didn't lose a stock at this point in the match. That's all I'm saying.
Does Mirage get to know what the moveset is for Brawler? Because I know in tournament science it has to be like the numbers, right?
I actually don't know about that. I guess they're going to play it out.
I guess not.
I guess it doesn't really matter. You know, this man already. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. This meat baller got moves. Okay.
This move Brawler kind of know what's up. Shot
There's
put.
the
There's
shot
one.
put.
I'm going to predict suplex, flip kick, and
There's
thrusting
Thrupper.
uppercut.
There's Thrupper. Yeah.
Phoenix kick.
There's the drop kick. That's Phoenix.
Or
kick.
Phoenix drop kick or whatever it's called,
No,
right?
that's burning drop kick.
Burning. Oh, and there's flip kick. I went 3 for 4. I'm content with
No, you didn't predict shot put.
that. I forgot to say shot put. I went 2 for 3.
Okay. It's more like 2 for 4, but that's okay. Oh, wait a minute. Some bit of a drag down magic here. Oh, again, comboing from the shot put into the burning drop kick. I did not run. Juan Pork doesn't know either of these moves, so maybe we'll see a little bit of a Mirage struggle here. But I guess it doesn't matter, though. That forward air is going to kill.
Sorry about that. I'm in a yawn. I will say.
Hey, this is not boring. Hey.
No. I'm just
stifle
tired.
That.
I'm
Stifle
just tired.
That.
I'm just a
this
tired
is not
guy.
boring. This is not boring.
I'm an EP guy.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You know who's not
Just a
EP though?
fake
Mirage. He is awake and he is taking names.
Taking
you see how
names.
he is on that ledge, watching it like a hawk. And
Going
he's
for
not
Thrupper,
giving
not
hey,
connecting.
this man's better than that. He's not going to get hit by that. Be
Fake
so
kick not
for
connecting.
real.
Parried the multi-hit award. Hate to see it.
Oh, and you see,
Taking it
I
to the
think that
jaw.
I think that was the tech there with the burning drop kick, where if you B reverse it, it goes insanely far. So this B-baller knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. This is definitely not someone to be slept on from the looks of it.
Looking for these confirms, and I know it's been a while because I haven't seen this player play in a hot minute. But Mirage does have. Do you know who Physique is?
We all know Physique.
We all know Physique
the Obama
has a
meme.
bunch of experience against Physique. I mean, a bunch of it. So maybe a bit more familiar with this matchup. Maybe going for the early carry there, looking for the forward air off stage, not getting it.
Yeah, and,
Thrupper not connecting.
That's the type
Thrupper.
of Thrupper neutral that we saw yesterday with Juan Pork. He is not going to get hit by that. Mirage knows it all too well.
Looking for it again, doesn't get it. Back air
There's the
connecting.
Back air not going to kill.
Amazing DI from Mirage.
Me Brawler can surprisingly struggle to kill. There are only a few moves that can pretty reliably kill, and forward smash is one of them, but it is risky.
Narrow shield not connecting. Dash attack not going to kill him yet. Side B just kind of trying to get him away off ledge. We're seeing a little bit of,
there's a
Thrupper
right there.
gonna
Second
connect.
stock lost of the match, but it might be too little too late here for Hendrix unless they can pull out maybe their ultimate weapon after this.
So I know for a fact if Mirage takes the stock, he will have a bigger streak than Zaynab. The stock here will put him at 9 stocks, 9 kills.
Yeah, it'd be 10-3, assuming that he can take this right here.
Back air.
Sour spot. Not going to get the snipe that he wants.
Didn't get the down tilt
He
up.
called out
didn't
the
want-
jump there after that up tilt, just didn't get the spacing that he liked.
Maybe
Didn't get the roll in there he wanted, though.
Nair. Jab block? No.
Yeah, again, you see Mirage is playing so preemptively. That's just how he's so used to playing Sephiroth. That's kind of how you got to play Sephiroth. You got to be really preemptive, and you see that a lot from how Mirage plays Byleth.
Maybe. Oh. Sitting on what your dash attack not doing it.
Almost getting the kill.
Feint kick, burning drop. It makes it back. Gets on stage safely. Mirage is trying to find this move here that can close out the stock. Nair. Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh,
No
he was
punish.
really trying to get him to drop his shield with those tomahawks. There.
Bang.
Oh, no, not going to be able to launch nearly enough. This Hendrix player is out of
Thrupper
nowhere.
not doing it yet. It's only at 90%. Both players trying to find this one kill that they need to close this out.
Oh, and there's that side beyond the shield that is not safe.
Feint kick. Good evasive maneuver by Hendrix there to get away from Bo.
He is playing so safe right now. Mirage, even with this huge lead, knows the circumstances,
Up
and that
air.
up air is going to take it.
Wow.
Wrangles him up with the whip and sends him back down to the bench.
Sending at a 9 stock. I mean, 9 stocks so far. Crazy, crazy. Who this Ninja Kitty?
Get out of here.
Get him out of here.
Whoa.
No.
Boo.
Boo. Can we block him?
Boo. Who is this? You're not that guy, pal.
Is there an arena on the password? Is there a password in the arena? Did we put a password on it?
Is that wait. Oh, shout out Gomon. I saw him, by the way. Are we about to block this? Block this kitty.
Yo, block it. Get this. Get out of here.
Get out
We
of
don't
here.
want you here.
Playing Sonic Superstars.
With the-
Get that mid out of here.
With just 6
Get that
hours
mid
on
outta here.
Sonic Mania.
10 hours on Sonic Forces. That's how I know you're bad at
That's
games.
how I know you're bad again. I love it because Hendrix is going to be on my recently played now for on my personal Switch. Kind of ratting me out on my own Switch. Would have been hurtful. Going to Kalos here as we load as we get ready to go into this next match. Mirage on a 9 stock tear right now.
Yeah, just absolutely crazy. We thought the Zandom run was the
crazy.
peak of it.
We're
How
not
about
done yet.
PR, baby?
We're not done yet.
Yes. Yeah. That's our president, baby.
That's our president.
He
That's
runs
our
this
goat.
organization.
We love him.
And he loves this team. He loves Mirage. He loves Zandom. He loves Huevos. He loves you and me. He loves
He's our gracious.
you, the viewer. The viewers like you.
Unless you're in here to
Thank
hate.
you. And here we go. We are up on the
Moving on
next
into
match.
the next match.
And we're up against a Ness. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So,
I don't know how this matchup looks. I'd imagine Byleth might win this just because of the big disjoints.
Yeah, I'd imagine that as well. You know, again, Ness is just one of those characters that is struggles so much with the disjoints. But Byleth, so many crazy disjoints. We've seen that so far in this dominant sweep. And TFK may not be here, but we've got Ness here today.
Same skin.
You've been replaced, buddy.
This is kind of over here. Imagine this is TFK just going to enemy
Yeah,
team.
imagine if this is TFK, he's about to get walloped.
About to get walloped. This is definitely not TFK because we're not seeing enough PK fire. But we are going to see, I know, we're going to see probably Mirage use those big disjoints a bit more. Good parry,
That's a good
not
parry.
connecting.
Another thing as well that we have neglected to bring up, Mirage has played so much Wi-Fi. He doesn't really play it as much anymore, but he was a grinder for the longest time. And so he knows the timings. He can dig back deep into his brain, pull out that knowledge, and just be able to apply it right now.
That reminds me of something that he was saying why he's not playing Sephiroth is because Sephiroth requires a little bit more precise inputs, and those are harder to do with the delay of online. He was telling me that earlier. So that's probably, again, why we're not seeing, besides the fact that he has been working on the Byleth, that's probably another reason we're not seeing the Sephiroth here.
Yeah, for sure. You know, just not wanting to throw off that offline timing, I suppose, and just being able to keep that Sephiroth fresh for the in-person brackets, which he does clean house in, by the way. It's not the disrespect.
Looking for the roll and read, doesn't get it. That's not an energy-based projectile.
What is?
Arrow's not, right? I'm
No,
not tweaking. Yeah, okay. I'm not tweaking. It's not like some weird mechanic there.
And, almost getting the yo-yo there, but Mirage jumping out just in time. Again, he's got to watch out for this PK fire, you know. Again, Byleth, we've talked about the disjoints and stuff, but not really great in close quarter situations. So if he goes for a laggy move, Ness can follow it up with a PK fire or something up the sort and be able to get a whole lot of follow-ups. Just oodles and oodles of follow-ups, you know.
And I gotta say, Mirage so far has done an insane job of using the spacing on it. I see him just barely chipping at the top of Ness's shield with the sweet spot.
Oh, they're about to send me in for the gold team. Okay. Can I wait until after this? Okay. Alrighty. I want to see here clean up house. And speaking of that,
Speaking of
clean
that,
up
taking
house
one stock
with the
already.
stock. They can send someone else in. They can send someone else in for a gold team. Okay, well, just 1 second. Okay.
I'm not fighting as a Joker, not as Cloud. Absolutely not. If I play Cloud, I may play Joker tonight. I don't think so, though. Going back to the match at hand, sorry about that. We were trying to get some stuff handled to the other side of the crew battle happening tonight with the gold team.
Trying to follow through with that PK Thunder. You know, Byleth does have a pretty weak disadvantage state, but, you know, Mirage is kind of leaning on that intuition, being able to weave out of the way of that PK Thunder. That's very well done. They need me now? Okay, all right, so someone else can fill in for the time being. Make sure y'all keep up with that energy. Make sure you keep up with the score as well. And there it is, finishing up with that stock as well. But I know Mirage about to clean house. I'll see y'all in a bit.
Oh, I don't want to tangle these up. Mirage doing a good job there, taking out one of those stocks at least. Ooh, I got to remember how to do the score here because I was paying attention a little bit. There's a lot of information thrown at me all of a sudden. There we go. Sending in Jackson. I would imagine we're going to send in Jackson Frog next. Ooh. So, yeah, still a great play by Mirage there, taking out, I believe it was 10 stocks. 10 out of 12 stocks there on Hendrix's team. We're going to see Jackson Frog next, our local DK man, our local friend here who we haven't got to see play yet. This here is going to be Zanum. This is going to be the guy who took out 8 stocks in game 1. Did an outstanding job of that. Real quick, Zanum, we were talking about how we kind of watched you at the very beginning of each match. You do it a lot, but you throw it a lot of Gordo. And we watched as the game progressed, as the stock count went down, how you adapted super, super well to that. What's going through your head whenever you're throwing out, well, hello. We're going to get to you next. Let's talk about a little bit what's going through your head when you're throwing out Gordo that much. Like, what are you trying to look for there?
I'm trying to get a feel. When I throw Gordo, I try to get a feel what they're going to do against it. If Gordo's going to be effective. If not, then I know when not to use Gordo and just use aerial sort of approaches. And usually that's what it's just testing the water, see what they'll do. And at early percents, I'll just take some not back, but DDD can handle that.
How did they join back? Didn't we just block them? Who is that?
I don't know.
We keep having, sorry about that, yeah, we keep having someone. I don't think they're on my friends list. Okay, yeah, named Ninja Kitty joining into the arena. Does the arena have a password?
Yes.
No? We didn't set a password?
I thought we did. No, Frog did. They just guessed.
Maybe someone in stream, maybe someone just kind of trolling. We don't know. You're not doing anything. It doesn't affect us.
Is Frog
Just
getting up
stop.
to play?
Is Frog? I believe Frog is about to play. Yeah, but we were talking about how you use Gordo to such a well. I mean, you just at the very beginning you throw it out. I think it was the second match in which I watched you, the same match you played, in which I watched you throw out Gordo, and then all of a sudden in the last couple stocks you just stopped throwing it out.
Yeah.
And I can only assume it's because you anticipated and read the fact that this dude's not is reacting appropriately to it. There's no need for it. Yeah.
Especially with a character like Fox, I gotta. If I'm gonna use Gordo, I have to use it in very like I can't just throw it around willy nilly.
That frame 1 reflect evil. Well, it's not frame 1, but it's
it's
fast. I think Falco's is.
A lot of multi hits I can hit it back as well, or like solid hits as well. So I just try to like beat him out in the air.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, how were you feeling coming out of game 2 that you played, having taken six stocks under your belt already?
I feel pretty nervous, but I was like, I still gotta get a few more before I'm out. I just felt like I try to take as much as I can before it ends.
We kept counting. It was an 8 stock. It was an 8 stock count that you took. An outstanding performance from you. I'm gonna let Mirage hop on the mic for a little bit, but thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for hopping in here and talking with me about it while we get everything set up. Ooh. All right. I know you've already done an interview earlier. This isn't gonna be an interview. 10 stocks that you took in this crew battle, the highest amount that we've seen taken so far today. How are you? What were some of the things you were doing, especially once you got down to your last stock? You played super well. What was your game plan going into at least the final game against the Ness that you played?
So my main focus was trying to play safe and kind of control the mid range because I know that Ness kind of heavily relies on having that active pressure, that active dominance in the air. So I was thinking, if I'm able to get him to swing out of shield, and if I can get him to approach through the air, I have valid enough anti-airs and disjoints to answer to it. I just need him to start swinging. And it was tough because for most of the time, he was wanting to stay grounded. He was wanting to play slow. So he was playing his game plan properly. I just didn't necessarily have the room to sit there and keep giving that game plan as much time as I wanted, but it gave me enough extra mileage to be comfortable.
Absolutely. Brady, this wasn't necessarily part of the Tom talk that I was thinking about. I was just trying to kill time when we got Ninja Kitty and when we get set up for the next game. Okay. Yeah, I was just killing time. Yeah, this is not the Tom's talk yet. I haven't played the thing yet. Okay. I thought the Tom talk was after the whole set went out.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I thought we were.
No. I was just killing time while we got Ninja Kitty out, while we banned stages and all that. I was just killing time for a little bit. You're good. I understand where you were coming from with it.
I was like, wait a second.
You're good, absolutely. I'm just making sure. I keep standing up to make sure because I can't see hardly over that, making sure that we're not about to start the next game. But yeah, I saw you adapt well. You went into that Nest game. I mean, it was still a good player, but you went into it at a 2-stock deficit. It's hard to come back from that, but you did a great job. 10 stocks in total, absolutely tearing through Hendrix there. I think they had known about you. I think they were ready for Sephiroth. I don't think they were ready for the Byleth.
Well, I feel like most people, when they
they see a random secondary choice or pocket choice, they're quick to kind of like brush it under the table. But if you're like a fundamentally sound player, a sword is a sword.
A sword is a sword, exactly.
And I mean, Byleth is a character I've been trying to learn for a little bit, so it's not entirely new ground. So it's not like in any means like a silly pick or anything like that. It's a character I have been trying to learn.
I can attest to that. You are kicking my tail with it every single opportunity you get. I hate to cut it short, but I believe we are about to get into the next game. We are. If you want to stay and commentate, you're more than welcome to.
Sure, I'll help.
Sorry, that made stuff on your shoe there.
All good.
And I'm going to swap this back over to the game, going over into Frog versus, I don't know who. We haven't seen Arkansas yet, have we?
However, I do believe, I may be mistaken on this, I was looking at his Twitter page earlier as well as like the stuff for Hendrix's college esports, and Arkansas's bio says that he's known as a coach there. So he may not be a player, he may just coach.
That's interesting, actually. I don't think any of us knew that going into it.
Yep, I'm not too sure, but regardless, it may also be a scrimmage, so this may be more their way of saying, hey, let's get our more inexperienced players to get some time.
Yeah.
So regardless of their reasoning, they have people out here putting forth effort and applying themselves, and that's all anyone can ask for.
Absolutely, yeah. I don't want to say that I don't think any player here that we've seen on both sides has played bad tonight. I don't want to say they played awful. Granted, mistakes were made, but everyone makes mistakes when playing. There is human error to be accounted for in a game, in anything, actually. So both players have played outstanding. Why is this person back?
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. They can't do anything, but like.
I like the launch counter. I think that's smart.
I do think that's a really smart choice. That bucket there coming in clutch.
I'm just curious what stage we'll be seeing.
I
doubt we're going back to Kalos.
Town?
Okay.
I think we saw Town. Yeah.
So going into this, I feel like Frog's game plan here is going to be a lot of denying the projectiles, denying the aggressive approaches, and sitting there and responding out of shield. He'll probably try to suffocate Ness because he's one of the few characters that actually have better buttons. So we'll have to see what he comes up with here.
So far, looking at a nice little lead going here. 77% already on this first set of stocks. Back throw. Trying to get. Oh, Barry, forward smash, bang, dead. See ya. One more, and that's going to be it. Ooh, I need to change this.
You see Hendrix's Ness here trying to respond safely in the corner, but what do you do against all the options Game & Watch has? It's a little intimidating.
It is very intimidating. Just Game & Watch is having any character having better buttons and using such a close range encounter, it can be scary.
That could have been something
great.
Right there, but we got the SDI.
Oh, getting nervous around the ledge with the yo-yo out. Hate to see it.
Popping out. You don't see that very often.
No, quite rare, I feel like.
I'm curious if that was maybe like an SDI buffer or just maybe where he was sitting at with the hitboxing.
I definitely thought we were going to see the DK, but then as soon as I saw Ness, I was like, I don't think we're going to see it come out. Then we're going to see any of the other 80 million characters that Frog has up his belt.
Yeah. I will say, the Ness is doing a great job responding in the corner.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's it. So great games enders there. Frog closing out the game there. UNA Esports taking the victory here. I'm going to get you into a more in-depth. Yeah. So I'm going to have. We're not fighting you, Ninja Kitty. Get out of here. So real quick, we are going to have a post-game interview with what we're going to highlight as the player of the match. But real quick, we have a local word from the people sponsoring this.
Otter Pools was founded in 1995 by the late Tom Godby. You see, Tom had a vision to build the best and service the rest, which quickly became the motto of his company. For 27 years, Tom built pools all over North and Central Alabama. And building pools wasn't just a job to him. Building relationships with his customers was equally as important. And for Tom, that came easy, and so did the 5-star ratings that his company received. Tom's legacy in Otter Pools is now being carried on by his son Trent, who has 15 years of experience and training thanks to his dad. So if you're looking for a quality pool at a competitive price, give Otter Pools a call at 256-708-1428.
All right, y'all. Welcome to our postgame interview, Tom's Talk, sponsored by Otter Pools. Here we highlight a player, which we're going to deem the player of the match. Here we're going to be looking at Zandam, who got up to such an insane – we already had a small talk with him earlier, but we got up to such an insane start, an 8-count stock lead off rip, thanks to this man, kind of setting the pace and setting the momentum for the remainder of the matches coming forward. So, real quick, how did you think to kind of approach your first opening game? I remember your opening game was against a Inkling, yes. How much Inkling experience do you have going into that, and kind of what was your thought process going into that first game?
I don't have that much Inkling experience, but I have a general idea of what their game plan is. I just have to. They have like Inklings have one of two game plans: is like either use their projectile or try and get in. And I was trying to figure out what exactly they were trying to do. And once I figured that out, I was able to abuse a lot of their habits, and it helped a lot that they didn't know how to recover against DDD. He's one of the best ledge trappers in the game. It's what he's known for online. It's a lot better. I have more reaction to whatever they're doing. And I can really just feel out the matchup. And he's such a heavyweight that I don't have to worry about dying too much unless I get rollered, which I made sure to stay in the air a lot.
I noticed that you adapted super well to that entire game plan of not wanting to get rollered. How was the delay online? We couldn't tell from our end, but was it too bad, or was it?
No, it was fine. I didn't really feel it that much.
Just average online, Smash Online delay?
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing too crazy with that. That next match you had against the Fox. Now, I know that Fox is a pretty hard counter pick to DDD there, and you still managed to overcome it with pretty good flying colors there. Going into that Fox matchup, and then after that you played the you played the K-Roll second.
No, I played Fox second.
You played Fox second?
And then
okay, yeah.
Last.
Let's talk about that Fox match for a second. Going into it, you see the Fox pick, you're like, ooh, counter pick. I noticed that we talked about earlier, you throwing out Gordo, kind of baiting it out. What were some of the habits that you managed to catch the Hendrix Fox player on that you were like, oh, I got it?
Yeah, he wasn't really approaching as often as I think with a Fox, so I had to be careful with baiting out his approaches and just swinging aerials at him to see how I could deal with the Fox. I know throwing Gordo, he wasn't using Shine as much, but I know he had the option to use it, and he used it near the end as well. So I kept my Gordo's very low number usage on it, so I just try to outbox Fox a little bit.
Yeah.
Which is hard on the ground, but I can make up for it with aerial boxing, like with forward air and the back air.
Any of those big dish joints that DDD has.
Yeah. It also helps I can edge guard him too. He went really high above the ledge to not interact with it sometimes, which mixed me up a little bit because he kept hitting Gordo back doing that. But
we kept pointing that out. That was like a melee Fox kind of recovery, and this kind of slipping past the ledge. Moving on to our final game that we had with you, and that we had the K-Roll player. Now, we were talking about this a little bit in commentary. We're talking about how K-Roll is a problem down here in Shoals with Henry, and then a flavor last year named Lost. There's why can't I think of that K-Roll player that came to Renaissance? Troy. K-Roll is kind of a little bit of an infestation. Then we have also, just other K-Roll players here. Mesmo over in Tuscaloosa. K-Roll is just a really prominent matchup that we have here in Alabama. What did you do as DDD there?
It was
to kind of counterplay against the K-Roll since you know it so well. Like, what's your game plan going into that?
It was really rough going in with just one stock, but I feel I had to outpace his projectiles, and one of my main priorities was making sure I could get Crown away from him and use it against him. And that's what I tried doing. I could have inhaled more, and I feel like I should have, but I feel like I played good, and I was beating him in the aerial game. Didn't use Nair as much as I thought he would use, so I could have got more recovery punishes, like with up air, maybe got kill earlier.
We noticed that towards the middle of it, his belly armor started breaking from you inhaling Cannonball.
Yeah.
So, right now? Yeah. All right.
Well, we're almost done with the interview.
Can I finish this up? I don't care. Okay. Well, I think that about covers it, actually, for the interview we're talking about, unless you had more to say about the K-Roll match.
No, that was about it. It's just he wasn't using Nair as much as I thought he would, and I took more damage than I should have when I recovering against not recovering, but I should have hit his recoveries better. But other than that, I think it was pretty good.
All right. Well, again, thank you for doing this interview with us. Again, congratulations to you, Nag. You played outstanding. You are our player of the set today. We're going to move on here. We're going to kind of recap everything. We're going to go over a couple things happening here in the near future, and then we're going to close this out here. So, real quick, a couple known events happening here in Alabama. Code Crimson 3 happening in Birmingham, Alabama. It's going to be happening on September the 27th. If you could turn out, it's going to be one of the biggest events Alabama's ever seen, an A- tier event. Huge event, several big names. Omega, I think Jazzo is signed up for it. A couple of really big names are showing up. Show up, show out. Even if you don't play, it'll be awesome to come watch. It'll be awesome to just see everything happening. Next week, we have the preseason start for NECC here. Who are we playing next week? No idea yet. We have no idea who we're playing yet, but we're going to figure it out as time comes along. But next week is going to be the preseason start for that. Other than that, we also have our weekly here happening in the facility at 205 South Seminary Street every Monday at 6:45. Showdown in the Shoals. Come out, come support. It's a free local. You don't have to pay anything. It's a great experience, great people, great practice. Other than that, I've been Reed Legacy. This is, of course, Zandum. Our other co-commentator that we had was Deester, and then we also have the president of UNA Gaming to thank, Mr. Brandy G. Thank you everybody for showing support, for showing into the stream, and we will catch you guys next time. Have a good